Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we have the united opposition, which has not actually made a serious move to form a formidable coalition, but they are working toward that. Of course, we know after the formation of the coalition, they will have a formula of finding out the presidential candidate and the running mate and the other needed positions, maybe prime cabinet secretary and all that, in order to strengthen that coalition. But ahead of the formation, the DCP party leader, Gachagwa, has come out clearly indicating that he will be vying for the presidency, and he has laid out some of the issues that he will handle the first time he gets into the office. He's clear that he's going to abolish affordable housing. He will reverse the money back to each and every Kenyan who has been taxed. Any deduction they have made on your pay slip to go to housing, he will return the money and give these houses to specific people. Sasa ameanza tayari kuongea hayo mambo. Of course, he is right to say so, and any other party leader can as well say that he will be vying for the president. That helps you to put you somewhere on the level of negotiating for various positions in the coalition realignment. But then, with the Gachagwa statement, the Nigerian prophet Ayondele has now come out to issue a statement, and this sounds like a warning in what is referring to as a prophecy to regard the Gachagwa. According to him, only Gen Z's candidate can dethrone William Ruto from power. Now, this is the leader of INRI Evangelical Church, who actually at one point prophesied that William Ruto will win in round 1 in 2022. Today he's saying that it is only Gen Z who can remove Ruto, and anyone who does not have their support will not make any meaningful impact in the general election that is coming. This is his statement. Kenya, the former deputy president coming to contest will not yield anything. Ruto is going to use all his power to return to his seat, even if he has to rig. It is only the Gen Zs that can get him out by bringing out a candidate. So this tells you that, according to Prophet Ayondele, Gachagwa is not a Gen Z's candidate. Gachagwa should not contest. Let him support whoever the Gen Zs want to support for the country to move forward. That is his statement. Now, personally, I take Ayondele's statement, actually, in my view, I don't find this as a prophecy, but rather an opinion based on the current political mood or situation in this country. So mimi personally, sijaona kama ni prophecy. But yes, there are those who believe it's a prophecy. But I see it as an opinion. But then, even if we go with his opinion, the issues we can discuss here, and I would want us to go deeper into the discussion why Gachagwa is not the preferred or favored candidate that can remove Ruto from the State House. Before we go deep into the discussion, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. By the way, before I forget today, let me give a general shout out to each and everyone who has joined our channel membership. You can join with an amount, $1, $2, $5, going forward. That is one of the ways you can support us directly. Jengine, if you cannot join, you can also support us by your M-Pesa. My number is always there in the description, 0708 340092. Thank you so much for those who have supported, and let us go back to our discussion. Now, looking at the statement by Prophet Ayondele, the truth is that, in my view, if you put Gachagwa here and you put William Ruto, you ask Kenyans to choose one of them. Definitely some people will not trust Gachagwa. Yaani umeweka hivi, huyu ni Ruto, huyu ni Gachagwa. So Kenyans have to make a choice. Ruto will come out and ask Kenyans, now this is me, and here is my opponent. Between me, who you are seeing as a bad person, and my opponent, who is the worst? That's how Ruto will defeat Gachagwa. Ask me why. Most of the bad things that Ruto did in this country, when they were still working with Gachagwa, at some point he did not do it directly. He used to do it through Gachagwa. For example, anytime Kenyans came out to protest, Ruto used to fly out of this country and keep himself busy elsewhere. Then leave assignment to Gachagwa to unleash police officers on Kenyans during the protest. So Gachagwa has his shares of failures. He would tear gas people and all those other things. He would speak louder. He would defend all bad things in the government. He would mock Kenyans. He would issue all the threats. So Ruto would come and ask, mimi ni mbaya, na niko na huyu Gachagwa ambaye ni mbaya zaidi. So chagueni kati yangu na huyu. Gachagwa has his share of failures. And whatever happened when he was still with William Ruto in the office is still fresh in our people, in our minds. So it's not the best candidate to defeat William Ruto. Hata heri wale wamesabu kidogo mbeleni kama akina Matiang'i, akina Kalonzo, David Maraga. So what I want to agree with the opinion from Prophet Ayondele is that Gen Zs have actually a candidate that they would prefer. So let the opposition unite behind a person preferred by the youth. Because if they have a candidate that they will front, and then someone try to rig that candidate out, they would stand with everything that they have to protest and demand justice through the ballot. Definitely, Gachagwa is not a Gen Z candidate. Hiyo ndio ukweli. That is the truth. So having Gachagwa on the ballot, it will give William Ruto an easy chance to challenge Gachagwa. Both Ruto and Gachagwa had failed this country. Gachagwa is trying to wash himself clean. And people now are embracing him. But to what extent will people trust him with their votes? They might forgive him, but voting for him will not be that much easy. I don't know your views, but please let us know in the comment section to continue with our discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.